Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Today we have Cat Synchro for Yu-Gi-Oh's Edison format. Before we get into the profile, I wanted to say that we do Goat, Edison, Tengu, and Hat format here, plus more of the more niche retro formats. So if you guys like those, stick around for that, subscribe, and like the video. It helps us out, free of charge. Thank you so much. And here we go. We got Cat Synchro. We got a 40 card main deck and a 15 card extra deck. Let's start with the main deck, of course. All right, for the main little guy himself, we got the card the deck is named after. We got Rescue Cat. Rescue Cat is limited to 1 in this format, and he is pre-errata. That is why. Card is absolutely busted. Unfortunately, he's not good enough to be used at his full capacity in Goat format, just because there's not a crazy amount of good targets, but in Edison format there is, namely Airbellum. So let's read him real quick. He says, send this face-up card on your side of the field to the graveyard to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast type monsters from your deck to the field. The monsters special summoned by this way are destroyed during the end phase. So it's a great normal summon. Another way of getting him out is to special summon him through Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is also limited to 1 in the format. This one says when this card is face up on the field, it cannot be attributed. If this card is normal or flip summon, change the card to defense, which is good because he has a lot more defense than attack. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell. Special summon 1 level 4 monster from your deck. That monster cannot attack this turn. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll just get him out for Rescue Cat, so it doesn't really matter. Rescue Cat's going to tribute off anyways. And then for the targets for Rescue Cat, we have 3 Airbellum. Airbellum is the best target by Rescue Cat, bar none. He's a level 3 tuner, beast. He says when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. At random, of course. So in theory, you can just get out like 2 of these if you didn't want to synchro, and just attack, discard 2, which is really busted. As part of the mill engine, as part of the just generically good popping engine, and then also a target for Rescue Cat, we're opting to play 3 Raikou. Raikou enables us to play 2 Hamster. 2 Hamster allows us a free body. This body can be used for synchro material, or as Monarch tribute fodder. Rescue Cat decks typically play Caius, so we're playing 3 Caius. I agree. Any deck that plays 2 Hamster, 3 Raikou, and 3 Caius is already ahead of the pack. That's my honest opinion about that. And then this engine right here is pretty good, and it has synergy with that engine, being able to go in either one of these. This will get you a level 5 synchro. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then next up, another engine we like using in this deck, just to help get bodies on the field, and also have kind of a little pseudo removal engine with the Descendant, is going to be the 3 Spy and the 1 Descendant. 2000 butt is pretty good. And then having a 1500 beater if you want, or just tribute to destroy a card. It doesn't have to be a monster or a spell trap, could be either one. So that's good removal. And then for some generic stuff, we're playing Songen. We're playing the 1 Gores. We're playing the 1 Dad because we play a crap ton of Darks. We're playing the 2 DD Crow. DD Crow is just really good for getting monsters in the graveyard, which enables our Pot of Avarice engine. That's another reason why Raikou is also good, the mill engine for the Pot of Avarice. Next up, we're playing a small, let's do this guy first. We're playing Plague Spreader Zombie because that kind of goes with the mill engine. Also, it's a synchro deck, so having another synchro, or another tuner that also can recur itself is really good. And then also being able to top deck something, and then mill with the Raikou, kind of like targeting, kind of like a targeted mill is good. And lastly, for the monsters, we have the Psychic engine for our E-Telly. E-Telly is obviously limited to the format, so we want to have at least 2 targets so that when we draw it, it's not dead. We got the level 2 and level 3 target in case both are live. Krebins and Psychic Commander. Their effects are, okay, but they're unimportant, so we won't go over them. Mostly we're just using them for their different levels, and both being Psychic tuners. All right, that's it for the monsters. Let's get those out of the way and get into the spells and traps. Oh, Spy also gives us a monster on board for Caius. So we have a lot of ways to grind with this deck. And then once you see here in a second that we have 3 Pot of Avarice, you can recycle Rescue Cat for Summoner Monk. It's just really good. A lot of synergy all the way around. I think this deck is actually pretty strong. It's pretty similar to the Flamvel deck, but different, obviously. It's more just emphasis on more generic cards as well as the Rescue Cat engine. All right, to start with, we have the Charged Light Brigade. That's going to give us free mills and a Searcher Ryko, decked in a bit. We have the 1E Telly. This is a combo deck, so we absolutely love it. The 1 Brain Control and Mind Control, kind of mandatory in any deck that's going to call itself a Synchro deck. 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Giant Trunade. I opted for Trunade instead of MST because I want something a little more impactful. We put a lot of resources into going for game, and I want everything to resolve, so that's why I chose that instead. Next up, we're playing 3 Pot of Avarice. Between all the mills and then all the ways of getting monsters out from deck, like Hamster and Spy, we load up the graveyard very fast, so this is going to help our grind engine as well as recycle stuff. And if the game does go over the course of a long term, we pretty much typically always win. Unless there's a deck that's just as grindy as us, then we can grind it out with them. Playing 3 Instant Fusion. We have a ton of targets, and we have a ton of tuners in the deck, so this is just going to give us free bodies to go into synchro plays. And then for the only 3 traps, we're opting to play some defensive stuff. We're playing 1 Mirror Force and 2 Bottomless. Just help disrupt their combos and set us up for success the next turn. I don't really want too much defensive stuff just because I want more combo pieces, more starters and extenders. But I do want the 1 Mirror Force as that kind of oh shit button, just to set down and help reset the board if we start falling behind. Okay, now we have the extra deck. To start off with, we have our instant fusion targets. We have level 3, we have Flame Ghost. Level 4, Darkfire. Level 5s, we have Musician King and Reaper, the Nightmare. It's important to mention that having both of these, one enables Dark End Dragon being a dark, and one enables, what's his name, Arcanite Magician being a spellcaster. So that's why you have the 2 different levels here. Sorry, the 2 different attributes for the same level. And you have your level 4 and your level 3 target. Next up, we have our synchros. We are a synchro deck. We're playing generic stuff because that's the best stuff to bring out, obviously. We have the 2 deck specifics that I actually just pointed out, but we'll get over them again. 1 Armory Arm, 1 Cataster, 1 Android, 1 YUGIOH, 1 Brionic. That's our level 5s, our level 6s. For our level 7s, we have the generic Black Rose. And we have the deck-specific Arcanite Magician. Arcanite's really good. If you don't know what it does, it says, if this card is Synchro Summon, place 2 spell counters on it. This card gains 1,000 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove 1 spell counter from your field, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that target. It plays around Starlight Road just because it can do it 1 at a time. 2 free pops is pretty good. You can put it in defense as 1800 defense, or you can attack with it first and then pop afterwards. Just a very good card. For our level 8s, generically, we have Stardust and Colossal. And for our deck specific, because we have that Reaper and Nightmare, and we also play Darks in the main deck with like Caius and Graveyard Spy, Songen. We have a lot of Darks, so we play Dark End. And for our level 9, we're playing Mistworm. You could play Chimera Tech in the side if you want, but the main extra deck, it's pretty slim. So unless you know you're playing machines, I'd probably just keep it in the side. But yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. If you have any suggestions, let me know down below. Any changes, I'm always receptive to that. And appreciate you guys. Like the video, subscribe. If you like Goat, Edison, Hat, Tengu, we got all those old school formats here. So see you next time. Peace out.